Welcome back to my channel. In this video we are talking about stunt car racing game. So let's start the video. First of all, we are talking about Stunt Car Racer, published as Stunt Car Racer in the United States, is a racing video game developed by Golf Cramed. It was published in 1989 by Macropose under their Macrostate and Macropile labels in the United Kingdom and the United States, respectively. The game pits two racing or an elevated track on which they race in head-to-head competition with ramps they must correcting drive off as the main obstacles. The game was released to critical acclaim. The Commodore 64 version use of 3D vectors graphics was met with critical enthusiasm, which was unusual for a game for that platform. It is considered one of the better racing games and games for Amiga, with many calling it one of the best such games. Okay, look like the gameplay of this game. The game differs from other racing games in that the phases take place on an elevated track with nothing to stop the players from accidentally driving off the side. Most race tracks in the game have gaps on the which players can toll into of the occurs then occur plane vehicle to host it backs into the track by a nearby current, costing valuable time. Turbo can be used to make a car go faster, but it can only be used for limited amount of the time in each race. The single player game consists of a league table which is split into four divisions of three drivers, each making a total of 12 racing, including the human player. There are two racing tracks in each division, make it total of 8 tracks in the game. The tracks in Division 4, the first division, are easy, but the tracks get progressively more difficult and dangerous with each division. The player's objective is to reach and subsequently win Division 1. There are 4 races in an season, and each driver will race the other two drivers in both of the tracks in the division. Each race is over a run over 3 laps, 2 points are awarded to the next higher division, while the driver in last place will be regulated. Okay, development and release date of this game. British developed Jeff Command spent 3 years developing stunt car racing. His second car-based title after use in 1984, the project started off as a land rowing simulator for Commodore 64. One drive on randomly undulating terrain. The physics were then programmed for the car suspension, and after testing the game himself, Graham found driving off ramp the most enjoyable. He then added in more ramp on every stretch of the landscape, but had difficulty locating them and therefore placed the ramps on a track which is then evaluated to avoid driving into the side. The tricks corner were baked to emphasize the game's speed, and the ramps as its main challenge. It was suggested after a magazine interview with Cramped that we will inspired by the arcade game Hard Divine, but he said that he had seen it only in the final month of this game development and that it has no impact on its outcome. Usually, the difference between the early 8-bit and later Amiga and Alert ST released is that the later use a system for plotting polygons instead of a solid fill technique. Another key difference is that beside racing head-to-head on two-lane computer. Okay, guys, here are the total. I think total 5 minutes of video is complete now. But in last, we are talking about the channel logo, channel name. My channel name is the revolve plays my channel name. And if you not subscribe to my channel, please first of all subscribe to my channel and like my video. The minimum like button is 500. Thanks for watching my videos.